Alright, so we have a solution and a name, and we have started reaching out the users. Now we must actually build the framework itself before we dive deep into the development process of the solution. Remember the coffee cup handle solution? If we think about it in detail, we can come up with various business metrics such as the product itself. 1. Material. Rubber, plastic, ceramic, etc. 2. Design. Smooth colors, flowers, animals, etc. 3. Size. Small grip, medium grip, large grip, etc. 4. Functions. Detachable, washable, etc. The packaging of the material. 1. Hard pack. Cardboard, hard plastic, branded covers. 2. Soft pack. No packaging or cheap plastic covers. Production. 1. Factory for both packaging and product. 2. Acquiring raw materials. 3. Transportation and warehousing. 4. Office staff and employees. Please note this does not include everything, but I will stop right here to show you a very important thing about business. We have covered over 10 major problems of this solution, but still have not reached the selling part. This does not mean that we won't sell it. It just means that you never build an idea with the purpose of selling it, otherwise the chances of you failing skyrocket. Also think about everything you can to keep your costs low and profit margin high. Now let's talk about Startup Bull. This project is an online venture, which means that we have following concerns. 1. Hosting and bandwidth usage. 2. Database storage. 3. Complete data backup. 4. Security and data protection. 5. Support availability. There might be few other things, but again, notice how I am still not talking about revenue generation. My idea for this venture is simple. Build a portal where it will be easy for people to generate ideas and work on it phase-wise, maybe store notes, and find helpful resources. But the problem here is development. I say development and not framework because I can do that myself. So here I will show you how I build my framework, write the details, and approach teams to find out how much it would cost me. Remember, this can be a costly step as it can take a month to be developed. A framework is an outline of all major steps needed to complete the project. These are also called as phases. To build a framework, all we need is Notepad. Remember, we will build these things on Startup Bull once it's complete, but till then we will build our framework on Notepad. To prevent any problems, I will only show you the steps I write down for my framework. 1. Customers sign up through email, Gmail, or Facebook. 2. An idea generator to merge professions with technologies. 3. A page where users can check if their domain name is taken. 4. Few other things to make it easy for them to build their startup. Now each of these phases will have individual units to be completed, which will be created by me. The main purpose of this video is to show you how to prepare a framework and proceed with outsourcing. Please note the following steps before you create the framework. 1. Never go too much in details. Have a basic working model ready. At most, allow few tasks and then scale up later based on user feedback. This saves both money and time. If you are trying to build an app, target Android market only. Increase user base on iPhone later. 2. All the initial phases should be properly linked. Let's say you build an app to read movie reviews. Your initial phases would be watch trailer, read review, rate the movie, etc. Make sure that these features are linked with the actual movie and work properly. 3. Do not mention all the details in your outsourcing sheet. Only mention basic needs, and once you have chosen a team, give them the complete details. The good thing about this project is that it is web-based, which means we don't need space for factories, offices, etc. All we need is web hosting, domain name, and the script. Here I will show you how to get the script completed. First thing to do is prepare a notepad or Word document with all your requirements. Do not tell them that you are a beginner and don't know much about this. This is an open invitation to getting ripped. A little background information helps. Like for my project, we need PHP and SQL to build front-end and back-end. Remember, in any web-based project, you need a front-end, something which users see, and a back-end, something which stores the data, user information, etc. No user sees a back-end. For front-end of Startup Bowl, we need a page which tells them what it is about. We can do it in WordPress. Next, we need registration, login, etc. These things require the page to take the user information and store them in database. For this, we need PHP and MySQL. Now back to our Word document and requirements. Mention all major points and all minor points in your document. Think of everything you can. I mentioned design, interactivity, easy navigation, which are the key points for any startup. There are 2 things you need to note when preparing the document. 1. If you prepare a very professional document, you will receive higher quotes as they will think you are some company with big funding. 2. If you prepare a very simple document, you will not be entertained by serious development teams. Don't think you can get away with something as simple as, I want people to meet online and build ideas. With this in mind, always prepare a document where you list features and requirements point by point. This is like a balance between professional and simple. Companies will take it seriously, and you will get much better and cheaper quotes. After you have completed the document, it's time to find people who can build it for you. If you have any experience with coding or building websites, you should have some idea of development cost. For the points which I have prepared, I think my cost would be less than $1,000. However, there are many things which I will provide myself, such as design templates, as this takes a week for some companies. I will explain it in detail in final part of video. You can either search for project development teams or PHP development teams, or simply post a basic outline of project on websites such as Freelancer, Elance, Odesk, etc. My approach is both. Find 5 to 10 teams in Google and also post the project on at least one freelancing site. This way you will have more quotes and you can decide which one to go for. If you can, try and stick to freelancing sites as you have better control on your money and can see the work in progress. You can also read previous work reviews on your team's profile page. You also get multiple bids on your project. The one you like, select them, and get started. Remember that often people post blind quotes. This means that the moment you post your project, you will get 10 to 20 bids from which at least 6 are blind. They just see the title, money involved, and quote, and never bother with your project details. To avoid this, ask them to make their quote with a word, some random word like pseudo project syndrome. Put this word somewhere in the description. Now, if their quote does not have this word, they didn't bother to read your project description. Avoid these people. as they will do more harm than good. Even if you choose someone from your Google searches, make sure of one thing. Never pay full money up front. Pay them in milestones or steps. Now, whenever a step is completed, pay them a part of total cost. When everything is complete, ask for your files and then make the final payment. Make sure you act professional, though. Now for some cost-cutting tips. 1. If you can, try and build the project yourself. This will save you a lot of money. 2. Any project with front-end and back-end needs design and coding. Save on design costs and buy templates from any marketplace. Buy a front-end template and a back-end template. This will cost you less than $50 and save you $400 to $500. This will also save time. I myself gave my team design for 2 sections, one which people see on our main website and one which users see after they log into their account. 3. Use open source technologies as much as possible. If your development team decides they can no longer be part of your project, then at least some other team can work on it. If you use some obscure technology, then everything will be lost. This is all you need to know about development phase of any startup. In next video, we will cover the basics of marketing and how to increase your reach to your users.